The following is a production of WCMP Sports. It's time for high school basketball here on Nice 95.5 KBEK. We'll watch the Mora Mustangs getting set to take on the Albany Huskies. Tip-off is coming up shortly. Now we send it out to the court for the pregame.
No appointment? No problem. Injuries and feeling ill don't always happen during normal business hours. That's why Wellia Health has urgency services open 7 days a week. Urgency Services in Pine City offers the care you need when you need it. Hours are now 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week. No need to call or make an appointment. Just stop in. When tomorrow isn't soon enough and normal business hours just won't do, you can count on Wellia Health to be there for you. Live life well at Wellia Health.
Since 1967, Schmidt Construction, general contractor in Hinckley, has been where to go for all your building projects. Let Gerald Schmidt help you with designing, remodeling, or any new construction. Schmidt Construction specializes in residential home building, agricultural, industrial, and commercial buildings. With expert advice on all of your building projects and ideas, when you hire a contractor to take care of your building needs, you can't do better than Schmidt Construction, general contractor in Hinckley. 320-384-7901.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Most Americans do not have a proper will or estate plan in place. Many of you listening have been putting off that important task for a long time. Stop waiting and contact Spear & Swanson today. Spear & Swanson can help you put together a tight legal estate plan to make sure the assets you've been working so hard to obtain get passed on to your loved ones in the way that best fits you. Spear & Swanson, attorneys at law in Pine City. Call 320-629-7586. That's 320-629-7586.
It's time to start pushing snow. Sorry, just the messenger. Thankfully, Minnesota Equipment in Isanti has affordable machines to do the heavy lifting. Any size property. Toro and Aaron's walk behind snow blowers. Oh, you got land, huh? How about John Deere lawn and garden tractors? Or a compact utility tractor? Minnesota Equipment has them in stock. Snow removal doesn't have to be backbreaking. Not if you get into Minnesota Equipment. Highway 65 in Isanti. Or visit minnesotaequipment.com.
Hey, I'm Chad Greenway. When I was playing, I loved chasing down running backs. But you shouldn't have to chase your bank around when you're buying a home. Franzen Bank & Trust Mortgage Consultants will be with you stride for stride, like a linebacker on a running back, from pre-approval to closing and beyond. Let Franzen Bank guide you through the mortgage process. Learn more at franzenbank.com/getThere. Franzen Bank & Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Choose the right divorce attorney. Spear & Swanson will make sure the judge knows your side of the story. Let them help you with your divorce, custody, child support, harassment, or orders for protection. They also handle DWIs and other legal matters. The right divorce attorney does make a difference. That's why you need to choose Spear & Swanson, attorneys at law in Pine City. Call 320-620-7586.
Back here on 95.5 FM, had a little bit of technical difficulties there for the pregame, but we're back. I want to thank you all for tuning in here tonight, whether you're watching on our YouTube via our website, kbk.com. Thanks so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you can know whenever we have a local game that goes live. That's why you like and subscribe. That way, anytime a local game goes live, you will be notified, or whether you're listening on the radio at 95.5 FM. Thanks so much for tuning in here tonight. The Mora Mustangs hosting their great Granite Ridge Conference rivals, the Albany Huskies. They're also playing for a traveling trophy that Mora holds on to right now, and they're hoping to hold on to here this evening and hoping to get a victory over the Albany Huskies. Your starting lineups for those visiting Huskies, coached by Corey Schlegel, is going to be number 0, Ezekiel Austin, number 11, Tanner Reese, number 22, Tyson Gerrits, number 23, Sam Hondel, and number 44, Ethan Borgerding. On the other side, for your Mora Mustangs, it'll be number 4, Dallas Fix. Number 5, Jonas Smart. 12, Gage Brady. 15, Max Sampson. And 23, James Oslin. Those are your starting lineups here tonight for both of these squads, and we are just about set to get underway. It's Garretts and Oslin at the midcourt logo to go after the jump ball. And tip-off is going to be won by the Albany Huskies. It's Hondel who will give it back here to Reese, and Reese is going to start with it up the court, gives it off on the near side here to Garretts. Garretts gets a screen trying to drive inside, and now he gives it back outside there to Reese. Reese gives it off now to Hondel. Hondel brings it over to the near side. He pauses for a moment, then gets it inside, but it's stolen away by Jonas Smart, and Jonas Smart gets an early steal here for the Mora Mustangs. He gives it off to Brady. Gage Brady standing at the top of the key, gives it off now to Smart. Smart, near side elbow. That's going to come up short off the front of the rim and no good. Ezekiel Austin with the rebound. Back down the court go the Huskies. Austin with it on the near side elbow. Top of the key, going to drive inside. Passes it out to Reese for 3, and that's good. Tanner Reese for 3 for the Albany Huskies, and they'll get on the board first here in Mora. It's Max Sampson, a very good ball handler. He gives it off on the far side to Jonas Smart, fakes a pass, now goes top of the key to Fix. Now to Sampson. Sampson fakes the 3, going to drive inside, fakes the shot a couple times, gives it back outside, now to Oslin. Oslin drives inside, puts up a little floater off the glass, no good. Rebounded there by Hondel. He'll take it the other way for Albany. Gets it in the near side corner now for Austin. Gives it back out to Hondel on the near side to Reese. Reese going to try and drive to the top of the key. Gets a screen. Now goes inside to Borgerding. Borgerding shot is blocked there by James Oslin. And the Mora Mustangs take it back the other way. Gage Brady on the near side. Directing traffic, gets a screen. Gives it off now to Oslin. Oslin to the far side for Max Sampson. He gets a screen. Puts up a shot from 3. That's in and out. And Borgerding will get the rebound for Albany. Quickly up the court go the Huskies. Garretts gives it off now to Hondel. Hondel goes inside. He gets it to Borgerding. Now on the far side for Reese. Reese trying to dribble around the perimeter. Gives it to Hondel. Hondel trying to go inside for Garretts. And Garretts, or Jared's, I believe it's Garretts, mishandles it. He goes outside the perimeter. Now to Reese inside. Now back to Austin here on the near side elbow. Trying to get a screen. He gets one and lost his dribble again for just a moment. He'll give it to Garretts. Garrett's going to drive inside, put up a shot, an awkward shot, but it fouls. Oh, and then we get a foul call on Albany. So the shot went through, but a foul call there on Albany. And that is going to go against Hondel. His first foul, team's first as well. So an offensive foul there on the Huskies, and it will give the ball to the Mustangs. They trail 3-0, 15:35 to go in the first half. Gage Brady, another good ball handler here for the Mustangs, works it up the court, tries to drive inside, hasn't knocked away again, but he gets it back once again. Jonas Smart from 3, trying to tie this game up, it's no good. Coming down with the rebound is Dallas Fix. He works it inside, looking for anywhere to pass it out to. He's going to turn around, try and put up a shot, and that is blocked by Garretts. And he'll take it to the basket, and it falls. Garretts makes it 5-0 here for Albany. Max Sampson will take it up the court. Gets by the defender. Stops on a dime. Now he'll direct traffic. Wants Gage Brady to go inside. I think he was looking for a screen. Nice job by Albany to get their way through that. Now Jonas Smart going to drive inside. Gives it back to James Oslin. Up off the glass and in for 2. Beautiful passing and a pass from Jonas Smart to make it 5-2. Still in favor of the Huskies here, but Mora gets their first points on the board. 14:40 to go. Bounce inside to Borgerding. His shot is up and good for 2. He was left wide open for 2, and Mustangs trail 7-2. Max Sampson again takes it up the court. He's got that quick twitch to him, and if you let him do that, man, he gets on a roll with that, and yeah, good luck. Gage Brady, he's just going to pull up from 3. The shot is no good, just off the mark. Rebounded here by Hondel. He'll take it up the court, gives it off now to Austin for 3, left wide open. And he can't leave him that wide open, and it's 10-2, and it's going to be an early timeout call here for the Mora Mustangs, and they need it. And it's not that they're playing bad. They're just allowing Albany these open shots. And you can't allow Albany these open shots. Otherwise, they're going to nail them. And so far, they have. Borgerding and Ezekiel Austin, the last 2 shots for them have just been, there's been no one around them. No one within 6-7 feet of them. So timeout called here by the Mora Mustangs. Early on in this one. 10-2 is the score in favor of the Huskies. But again, this Mora Mustang team can score pretty quickly, so don't think that this is a large margin lead for Albany. And I'm sure they're telling their players that hey, Mora can turn this on as quickly as we can, so make sure we're out there ready for it. Checking into the game for the first time is Josh Hegerness for the Mustangs. As he inbounds it, and taking it is Max Sampson. He gives it off to Oslin. Oslin trying to drive inside, puts up a shot off the glass. That's no good. Oh, an unkind bounce there for the Mustangs. And now taking up the court again is Garrett's, and his shot is up and good for 2 to make it 12-2. Going the other way are the Mustangs. It's Max Sampson driving inside. Gives it off to Hegerness. Hegerness all the way across the court to Oslin. Oslin fakes, drives inside, backs it out. Hegerness. Hegerness for 3. Off the mark. And going to be rebounded here by Austin. Deep down to Hondel. He's guarded well, but he gets that shot up and in for 2. And now it's 14-2. Things falling apart here early for Mora. Gage Brady has it now to the far side for Max Sampson, and he might have been fouled, but got away with one. Either way, Max Sampson gets the 3-point shot to fall, and it's 14-5. It's a 9-point lead for Albany. Austin guarded by Brady, and he'll pass it off on the far near side, to Hondel, and now he gets it to number 34. That's Trent Imholte. This ball nearly goes out of bounds off of Garrett's, but he keeps hold of it. Imholte gives it back to Garrett's. Garrett's looking for a screen, going to drive inside. That shot is knocked away. Gage Brady will get the steal. As they work it back up court, Brady will stop at the M logo. Going to try and drive inside on Austin. Nice move, and then it's going to be stolen away. Tried to get it down, but it's stolen away there by Austin. He was looking for Maddox Balmer. This inside for Garrett's is good. So Tyson Garrett's is good, and it makes it a 16-5 lead now for Albany. Pass from Sampson on the far side for Brady. He gets a screen. Now double team, gets around it, and he's going to go to the basket. Shot won't count, even though it did fall, because the foul came well before the shot. And checking in for Albany is number 21, Elliot Burnett. And that last foul was on number 33, Mason Beerbaum. Trying to catch up here, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to keep up with all the subs. And checking in for Mora is Cole Schwartzbauer. Schwartzbauer gives it off now to Smart. Smart, top of the key, looking for anyone. Gives it off to Brady on the far side with 11.5 to go. Brady to Schwartzbauer. Schwartzbauer from 3 is good. Schwartzbauer hits the 3 to make it 16-8. Cuts the lead right in half. Going up the court are the Huskies. That's Burnett on the far side. A 3 is no good. Falls right into Brady's lap. Gage Brady with the rebound. He takes it up court, trying to get around one defender. He'll go inside. He'll split the defenders. That's up off the backboard and no good. Rebound going to be taken by Dallas Fix, and he's fouled. Nice job there by Dallas Fix to work for that rebound. That one's going to go against number 44, Borgerding, for Albany's third team foul. Dallas Fix's first one is up and good. Make it 16-9. His shot is up. Oh, it's going to be short. So 16-9 is the score. As the Albany Huskies have it up on their front court. Garrett's with it, stands at the M logo. He waits for a moment, being patient, now drives to the far side. He got a screen, but then off that screen, guarded well, and then gets off the board. Girding, who puts it up and in for two. Very good passing so far by the Albany Huskies, as is really what led them to this lead. Jonah Smart will give it off now to Dallas Fix. Dallas Fix brings it back to the top of the key, gives it off to Schwarzbauer. Schwarzbauer trying to drive inside, gives it off far side to Gage Brady. Brady fakes, then drives, gives it off to Smart. Smart's going to pull up from college three. That's going to come up short. Almost got the roll to go in. No good. Rebounded there by Burnett. Burnett on the near side here for Hondel. He'll give it back to Borg-Girding. Now to Burnett. Driving inside, and the shot from Garrett's is no good. And disagree with that foul call, but I'm not a referee. That foul going to go against Jonah Smart, his first, team's first, and sends Garrett's to the line for two. He misses his first. So 18-9 is the score. 10:09 to go here in the first half. Gage Brady checks out. Max Sampson comes in for him. Garrett's missed his first. Will try to drop this one in. And he does. To make it 19-9, 10-point lead here. As James Oslin checks back in for Maddox Balmer. Jonah Smart will look to inbound for the Mustangs. He'll get it quickly to Max Sampson. And Sampson directs traffic before he gets going up the court. And on the near side, working on the defender Reese. Looking for a screen from Oslin, and using that ball handling skills, gives it to Fix on the far side to Jonah Smart. Smart looking to drive inside. Beautiful pass to Dallas Fix, who puts it up and in for two to make it 19-11. That was just beautiful, patient basketball, and a beautiful pass there to Dallas Fix. Now with it is Burnett. He gives it off to Reese. Reese going inside. His shot is up and no good. Rattles out, and Borg-Girding tries to get the late rebound, but he is well late on that one. Now Jonas Smart will look to inbound here for Mora. They trail by 8 now. He'll get it into Sampson, and Sampson, he'll direct traffic up the court as he's going to try and work on Reese here. Crossing to the near side. Schwarzbauer has it, gives it to Dallas Fix. Fix wanted to go right away with a pass. Instead, he'll give it to Max Sampson for three. It falls in! That one looked a little bit funky, but it falls through no matter how, and it's 19-14 now. Mora trying to come back. Burnett with it, gives it off to Hondel, back to Burnett. Burnett going to drive inside, pulls up from the free throw line. That's going to come up short, but he gets his own rebound, and he'll pass it on the far side here for Austin. Now around the perimeter they go. Reese has it, and he'll give it off to number 3. Number 3 is Carter Voss. And for 3 the other way is Reese. His shot is up, no good. Going to be rebounded here by Max Sampson. I think they almost got Jonas Smart on a foul. Or Albany almost fouled him, as this pass is going to be stolen away by Borg-Girding. Sampson tried to do a little too much with that one, and now the Huskies have it the other way. And now we're going to get a timeout called here by the Albany Huskies. It's going to be their first timeout of this first half. So 19-14 is the Albany Husky lead here in the first half, as the Albany Huskies do take that timeout. It's been kind of a lopsided beginning to this first half, as Albany got out to the quick start, and I think it might have caught Mora off guard and by surprise, because Mora trailed by almost 10 early on. But they have since worked back and cut this deficit down to 5. And with Albany calling that most recent timeout, they will inbound it. Looks like it'll be Reese who will inbound here to Garrett's, and Garrett's will take it top of the key. Now works to the far side. Garrett's Gonna try and work inside. Oh, almost got away with a carry there. That ball is tipped out of bounds by Jonas Smart. He was looking for Carter Voss, but Smart and Fix were right there to knock that one out of bounds. It will stay with the Huskies, but Mora feeling it a little bit. Borgerding gives it off to Voss. Voss now to Austin. Austin all the way across court here for Reese. Could have had 3. Instead, he gives it off to Voss, which is no good. And Oslin will get the rebound. James Oslin with the rebound. Now on the far side, it's Jonas Smart who has it, gets a screen. Going inside to Dallas Fix. Fix going to turn around, put up a little short jumper, and it's in for 2. 19-16 is the score. Huskies still lead by 3. 7:30 to go. And this ball to Carter Voss falls out of his hands, but gives it and tips it to Austin. Austin at the top of the key, looking to drive inside, gets a screen, then he's doubled up quickly. He'll give it off to Reese now. Reese on the near side. He'll give it off to Voss. Back to Reese, top of the key on the far side here for Reese again. Reese, or excuse me, that's Austin. Austin to Borgerding, back to Reese, now to Voss for 3, and that barely hit anything as it went through. Carter Voss for 3 will make it 22-16. As the Mustangs will take it up the court now. Max Sampson on the near side. He's guarded well by Reese. He gets a screen, gives it off to Oslin. Now to Smart on the far side. Again, get it around one defender. Tries to put up a little floater. He may have gotten pulled, but the rebound going to be taken in now by Garretts, and he'll take it to the basket. Shot is up, no good. Oslin will come down with the rebound there for Mora. That was just who wanted it more, and it was Oslin. It's going to be stolen away now by Reese of the Huskies. And Reese will steal it right back for Albany. To Garretts. Garretts thought about 3 instead gives it to Voss, trying to go inside to Borgerding. It's stolen away. Tipped and stolen away by Jonah Smart. And now Gage Brady has it. Top of the key, around midcourt with under 6.5 to go. Brady trying to drive inside, using that speed. Stops on a dime, tries to get it to Fix, but Fix, that one was just a little too far behind him as he had to reach back for that one, and then as his arms kind of recoiled forward, the ball followed and it went out of bounds. It will go back to Albany, and Albany has a 6-point lead here over your Mora Mustangs with 6:12 to go. 22-16 is the score. It's been a quick moving first half here between these two teams, and not a lot of scoring, really. I mean, I'm really surprised at how quick this moved. Golly. Shot from Austin for 3. Wow, that is good. I mean, he didn't necessarily have a defender in his face, but the defender was there. He didn't worry about it. Smart gives it off here to Brady on the far side. Brady wanted to go for 3 and says he pulls it down, gives it to Oslin. Now to Smart. Smart wanted 3 again. He'll pull up from 3, just moving to the right just a little bit. Oslin will get the rebound. He'll get the rebound twice, and he's fouled. So Oslin with 2 rebounds there. Couldn't even put up a shot on the last one as he was fouled. That'll be the 4th team foul and the first for Ezekiel Austin. Mora will inbound here, trailing by 9 now with 5:35 to go. Got a warning call. Not sure if it was on Albany or Mora. They're telling him don't hold. Again, not sure who it was on. Oslin's little hook shot is up and no good. Garretts with the rebound here for Albany. He takes up the court. Going to drive inside hard. His shot, I think they're going to get him for a shooting foul, even though he passed it off last possible moment. This is going to be the 2nd team foul for Mora, and the first on, I think that's Hagerness. They called it on, yes. Hagerness gets his first foul, team's 2nd, and they'll inbound it to Garretts. Now to Hondel. Hondel to Reese for 3. That's off the mark. It's going to come up short, and Mora's just going to, I think that's a smart play. They're just going to watch that one bounce out of bounds. Dallas Fix will check back in for James Oslin. 25-16, still the score with 5:19 to go here in the first half. Hagerness will look to inbound here for Mora. He wants Gage Brady, but he's guarded well. Now gets it to Max Sampson, and they're going to get Austin for the foul on Max Sampson. That'll be the Huskies' team 5th and Ezekiel Austin's 2nd. Now checking into the game, his first time checking into the game is number 15. That's going to be Andrew Olson. Olsen checking into the game for the first time. Gage Brady has it. He's going to drive up the court quickly and just finds a lane. He stops on a dime. Shot is up and no good. Dallas Fix. Oh, at the last possible moment, ripped it away. But they're going to call a jump ball, and the possession arrow favors the Mora Mustangs, so they'll hold on to it. Hegerness will get set to inbound once again. 5:05 to go here, half number 1. Inbound goes to Gage Brady, going inside to Fix. Fix looking for that turnaround jump shot. It's no good, and I think the defense started to head towards the front court or back court because they thought that one was in, but not so. As the Huskies have it, this pass for Reese just over his head. He comes down with it though. Corrals it. Now the pass back to Reese. 4:40 to go. Going inside for Garretts, and Garretts will give it back outside. Now inside. Passing the ball well are the Albany Huskies as Hondo will try and drive to the net, and he's going to be fouled. That'll be the third team foul here on Mora. Let's see who they call this one against. And it's going to go against Maddox Balmer. His first, team's third. Olsen will inbound here for Albany, and he gets it to Hondo now on the near side. Gives it off to Olsen. Olsen back to Hondo. Hondo spinning around, going inside, took one extra step. They're going to give it to him anyways. Oh, and then Beard Bomb, I don't know. They kind of missed a call there. He used the defender to hold himself up to get that rebound, and I know that's not legal, but either way, they're going to give it to him. 2 points for Beer Bomb, even though may have gotten away with a little bit of something there. Gage Brady going to work on the defender, Olsen. Nice move to get to the basket. Works around the defender, puts it up, and in for 2 for Gage Brady, his first points of the game. 27-18 now is the score. Garretts quickly works up the court to Olsen. Now to Hondo. Working inside is Beer Bomb. His shot is up. No good. Hagerness with the rebound for Mora. He gives it off to Gage Brady on the far side of the court. Mora working from right to left on your radio dial. Albany left to right. Brady will reset things, call an offensive play, gets a screen, passes it off to Dallas Fix, trying to go inside to Maddox Balmer, and he's in all sorts of traffic, but somehow gets that one to fall in, and it's 27-20. 3:15 to go in the first half. Olsen driving, trying to get around Gage Brady. Brady with some awesome defense, gets it off to Reese, now back to Olsen. Olsen on the near side. Try and drive towards top of the key. That ball is knocked away, and then Brady going to get called for the foul on Reese because he went pretty hard after that loose ball. And as Reese got it, Brady kind of tackled him. He didn't mean to. It wasn't. There was no ill intention on that foul on Gage Brady. It just, he was going hard after the ball, as you should. On any loose ball, you should go hard after it. But unfortunately there, got into the body of Reese and took him down, and again, nothing malicious by Brady on that one. He was just going after the ball. Inbound here goes to Burnett. Now to Garretts. And a hold on Fix. I respectfully disagree with that one, as that'll be the Mora's team 5th foul. They're going to get Fix for a hold. I didn't see it. They've let him play so far here tonight, but that one, kind of a quick call in my opinion. Garretts will get it off the inbound pass. I don't know what he's doing, but he's just getting him to fall at any angle. And a good start here for Garretts and Albany. 29-20 is the score, 2:40 to go in the first half. Max Sampson has it. He looks for a screen. It's a screen from Oslin. Now to Fix on the far side for Brady. Brady gets around one defender, steps inside, trying to work his way to the net. Gives it back outside to Oslin. Oslin will step inside the perimeter. Hook shot up, no good. Rebounded here by Burnett. And he'll give it off to Reese now up the court. Back to Burnett, and I think he traveled. He did. Burnett traveled, and the ball will go back to the Mora Mustangs, trailing by 9 with just under 2:20 to go in half number 1. Jonas Smart will look to check back into the game for Hegerness. Now looks like we'll get one more. Imholt will check back in for Albany and for Hondo. Jonas Smart will inbound it to Gage Brady. Brady quickly up the court, trying to get around the defender, Burnett. Nice pass, but it's stolen away. I mean, there's just no getting around him. Garretts is just everywhere. Very good player. Imholt now off to Reese, far side. 3. That's home. I don't know what you got to do to get Garrett's off his game, but so far he's everywhere. He's every man. Meanwhile, on the front court now, the Mora Mustangs have it. It's Oslin looking for Brady on the far side. He'll stop. Give it off to Sampson now on the near side. Back to Oslin, top of the key. He's going to bounce it once and give it to Smart. Smart going to drive, and then he stops, gives it to Fix. Under a minute and a half to go to Gage Brady on the near side. Kind of double fake there. Wants to go inside for Dallas Fix. In some traffic, and I don't know how that's not a foul, but somehow it's not, and it's going to be stolen away here by Garrett's once again. Heimholt to Burnett, and shot is up and no good by Borgerding. Rebounded by Jonas Smart. Smart gives it to Brady. Brady on the near side in the front court, gives it back to Oslin. Now to Fix. Fix on that far side. In the far side corner for Jonas Smart for three, and he's off his 3 game tonight. It's no good. Burnett will get the rebound here for Albany. Burnett did not start, and he came in about halfway through the first half, and man, he's been a rebound machine so far for Albany. Now this pass to Reese, inside to Garrett's, now outside to Burnett. Heimholt for 3, and that is no good, and Oslin right there waiting for it to fall right into the breadbasket. As now Max Sampson takes up the court. Looks like the Mustangs are going to be okay with taking a last-second shot, whether they make it or not, as the clock ticks under. Now 15 seconds to go here in the first half. 10 seconds now as Sampson will start to get the offense rolling to Gage Brady. Nearly had it poked out by Garrett's, and they're going to get Garrett's for a reach-in. And I think that's the correct call because they called one earlier that was kind of iffy. If you're going to call it, you got to call it both ways. And give credit to these refs. They've been consistent so far here tonight, even though earlier I just kind of said they made a couple iffy calls. But that one I think is good because you got to be consistent on the calls, and that was. 5 seconds to go. They're going to inbound it in the backcourt to Gage Brady. Brady looking for the last second shot. Going to drive in. 2 seconds to go, and he lost his dribble. It goes out of bounds with 1.4 seconds. And Albany will get the chance for the last second shot to end the half. They lead 32-20. And have a chance for one more as Burnett. It's going to be in time, but the shot is nowhere close. And we will head to halftime here with the Albany Huskies leading 32-20 over your Mora Mustangs. So for these two teams, I say this is kind of a low-scoring first half for both of these teams. And this first half moved along very quickly as Albany kind of had the ball for the majority of that first half, it seemed. It seemed like they had it for all of it, but Mora kind of got things working late for themselves in that first half and erased a large deficit. They got within 5. And then Albany pulled away again, and now Albany leads by 12, 32-20 here at halftime. We'll take a commercial break. We'll come back. We'll recap that first half, and I'll give you my keys to the game for the second half for Mora and what they need to do to come away with the victory. You're listening to Boys Basketball here on Nice 95.5 FM, KBEK.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
No appointment? No problem. Injuries and feeling ill don't always happen during normal business hours. That's why Wellia Health has urgency services open 7 days a week. Urgency Services in Pine City offers the care you need when you need it. Hours are now 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week. No need to call or make an appointment. Just stop in. When tomorrow isn't soon enough and normal business hours just won't do, you can count on Wellia Health to be there for you. Live life well at Wellia Health.
Since 1967, Schmidt Construction, general contractor in Hinckley, has been where to go for all your building projects. Let Gerald Schmidt help you with designing, remodeling, or any new construction. Schmidt Construction specializes in residential home building, agricultural, industrial, and commercial buildings. with expert advice on all of your building projects and ideas. When you hire a contractor to take care of your building needs, you can't do better than Schmidt Construction, general contractor in Hinckley. 320-384-7901.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Most Americans do not have a proper will or estate plan in place. Many of you listening have been putting off that important task for a long time. Stop waiting and contact Spear & Swanson today. Spear & Swanson can help you put together a tight legal estate plan to make sure the assets you've been working so hard to obtain get passed on to your loved ones in the way that best fits you. Spear & Swanson, attorneys at law in Pine City. Call 320-629-7586. That's 320-629-7586.
It's time to start pushing snow. Sorry, just the messenger. Thankfully, Minnesota Equipment in Ice Santee has affordable machines to do the heavy lifting. Any size property. Toro and Aaron's walk behind snow blowers. Oh, you got land, huh? How about John Deere lawn and garden tractors? Or a compact utility tractor? Minnesota Equipment has them in stock. Snow removal doesn't have to be backbreaking. Not if you get into Minnesota Equipment. Highway 65 in Ice Santee. Or visit minnesotaequipment.com.
Hey, I'm Chad Greenway. When I was playing, I loved chasing down running backs. But you shouldn't have to chase your bank around when you're buying a home. Franzen Bank and Trust Mortgage Consultants will be with you stride for stride, like a linebacker on a running back, from pre-approval to closing and beyond. Let Franzen Bank guide you through the mortgage process. Learn more at franzenbank.com/get there. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Choose the right divorce attorney. Spear & Swanson will make sure the judge knows your side of the story. Let them help you with your divorce, custody, child support, harassment, or orders for protection. They also handle DWIs and other legal matters. The right divorce attorney does make a difference. That's why you need to choose Spear & Swanson, attorneys at law in Pine City. Call 320-620-7586.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Back here on KBEK, nice 95.5 FM, or maybe you're watching on our YouTube channel via our website at kbek.com. Either way, thanks so much for tuning in here tonight. Again, the Mora Mustangs hosting the Granite Ridge Conference rival Albany Huskies here this evening, and the first half did not go the way that Mora would have liked it to. Of course, that first half seemed like it was only 5 minutes long because it just flew by. And we're sitting at 7:51. That's how quick that first half went by. 7:51 is our time, and yeah, it's that first half really went by almost too fast, it feels like. Of course, that clock kept running because there was not a lot of downtime between either of these teams. So we did have a couple of timeouts called, one by each team, but fouls-wise, we weren't crazy for fouls. It was 5 in the first half there for Mora, 6 for Albany. And then steal-wise, Albany had 5 of those, and Mora had 3 in that first half. Of course, a couple blocks there for both teams, and right now Albany leads at halftime over your Mora Mustangs 32-20. The Mora Mustangs are led in scoring by Max Sampson with 6. Dallas Fix has 5. And then 3 for Cole Schwarzbauer, and then 2 for Maddox Balmer, James Oslin, and Gage Brady. Gage Brady had a tough first half there, and he's a great ball handler, but man, he could not find any open room to do anything on that court. That Albany defense kind of eliminated him from doing anything and any sort of damage there in the first half. On the other side for the Albany Huskies, leading the way for them, no surprise, Tyson Garrett leads the way for them with 9 points, 6 for Tanner Reese and Ezekiel Austin, 4 for Ethan Borgerding, and then 3 for Carter Voss and 2 for Mason Beerbaum and Sam Hondel. That's how they lead 32-20 in that first half. Again, though, it was the Tyson Garrett show for Albany, even though you got other guys who did score and did score pretty well. Tyson Garrett is the difference maker right now for the Albany Huskies. He has just made an impact anytime he is out on the court. Even if he's not stealing or scoring points, he's done such a great job passing the ball, setting up screens, or just setting up a play. He does such a good job of being a good teammate. Even though, he does lead the team in points, he's such a good teammate, and it's definitely not selfish at all for Garrett's, and I've just been so surprised tonight with how much of an impact that he has made. I mean, whether it's steals, blocks, I mean, his ball handling is great. He's got the speed right now. It is very, very hard for Mora right now to stop him, because if he's not scoring, he's giving it off to someone who is wide open to score. So it's been very tough here tonight for Mora, because when they do get it on their offensive front court, they really can't do much with it, because the Albany defense is just as good. And Albany right now has just been all over this fast-paced Mora offense, and Mora has not found a lot of success here tonight. They like to work that perimeter, but so far here tonight for Sampson and for Brady, it is just, there's been nothing. Of course, we look at Max Sampson. He has hit 2 threes there, but Gage Brady hasn't, and that's usually weird to see, because usually Brady and Sampson in the first half will hit 2 or 3 each in the first half, and none there for Gage Brady. But Sampson is, you can probably see on the edge of the screen, working on his 3-point shot right now. At halftime, we got about 30 seconds left of halftime, so for Mora, it's hard. I think you're going to have to eliminate Garrett's in some way, shape, or form, but even if you do, Albany's got other guys who can do it all, because this Albany team, they don't have a guy who specializes in one area. They do all the things good. They do everything good. They got guys who do everything well. They're not just specialized in one area, in a 3 or underneath the basket. No, they all do it all really well, and that's so tough for Mora to try and guard, because again, Albany just does it all so well. But for Mora, I think you're going to have to use that fast-paced offense that we've seen before, get that going to get Albany off track on defense. And then on defense for Mora, I mean, you're just going to have to step up. You're going to have to tell these guys, hey, we got to step up. We got to make sure that we're playing with quick feet and making sure that we're not leaving anybody wide open. There were a good couple of chunk of points there that Mora just left Albany wide open. Obviously not on purpose, but just left defenders or Albany wide open for shots, and Albany converted those shots easily. So we'll head now to the second half of action. The Albany Huskies lead 32-20 over your Mora Mustangs. Don't forget, over on 106.5 FM AM 1350, Pine City, playing host to Monticello here tonight. Thanks to Andy Beckstrom for the call of that game. Of course, these will probably be the last 2 games on air for some time for WCMP and KBEK, because Thursday's games, I would say, are 90% sure, if not 99%, to be canceled. Garrett's looking to make an impact right away, and he misses one rarity. Borgerding gets the rebound, and no surprise, they're going to work it back out here to Austin. No good on his shot, and rebounded there by Oslin. Oslin gets it off deep, and now Sampson. Nice job by him. Oh, hard to the court. That time goes Hondel. Jonas Smart with a really good pass to Max Sampson, and Max Sampson got the defender Hondel to jump. And then as the defender came down, Sampson just leaned into him, and that's kind of what happens. So not going to be a shooting foul. Interesting. I think that probably should have been, but either way, Mora will look to inbound. It's Smart who will inbound to Dallas Fix. Fix is going to try and drive inside, and that's where the Albany defense has just been so good. Mora has not been able to drive inside at all, and that's where they like to get that quick game working. Just pass, and then drive inside like Dallas Fix did right there. He's looking for that hook shot. That's what they do. They try to get that hook shot rolling, but it is no good, and in fact it was blocked and stolen away by Hondel, and this ball going to roll out of bounds off of Garrett's. Garrett's does not agree, and it was close. It was close. I wasn't sure who exactly it was off of, but Garrett's thinks, hey, that was not off of me, but the refs don't agree, and they say it was, so Mora will get the ball back. Max Sampson will take it up the court here for the Mustangs. Sampson trying to work inside, uses that speed to get around the edge. He just puts up kind of a blind shot. It's no good. Somehow, some way, Oslin comes down with the rebound, puts it up and in for two. 32-22 is the score. And Austin has it. Now gives it off here to Borgerding, to Garrett's. No surprise, going inside to Reese, and the defender there, Ballmer, got away with a little bit, of course. Borgerding out to Garrett's, and Garrett's driving inside. Well, I don't know what it is, but he's just got a quick step, and he is right by you. But he draws a foul, and we go to line to shoot two. Maddox Ballmer with his second foul. Garrett's will go to line to shoot two. And again, he's just got a quick first step, and if he gets that foot around you, he's pretty much gone. Fix will check back into the game for Maddox Ballmer as Garrett's hits the first of two to make it 33-22. And he makes both of them after a kind roll there on the second free throw. The rim was kind to him that time, 34-22. There goes Gage Brady. Gage Brady's got such quickness, and he's got that stop on a dime ability, and that one is blocked and stolen away by Ezekiel Austin. Going inside to Reese, to Borgerding, outside to Austin for three. It's good. And again, he was left wide open, and you just can't leave him open. They're going to hit that three. Brady now gives it off to Jonah Smart. Smart going to try and work inside. Looking for someone to pass off to. He does to Fix. That was a dangerous pass. Garrett's almost got the steal, and now Hondo almost got the steal. Fix will pass it back out here to Sampson. Sampson looking for a screen from Brady, and he'll work it to the near side. I should mention that Mora now working left to right on your radio dial. Albany right to left, and another three attempt from Smart is no good. Garrett's will get the rebound here. And Austin, pass back out to Reese. Reese back to Austin, inside to Garrett's. Garrett's, no foul call on that one, and his shot, no good! Rebounded there by Jonah Smart. That one looked like it was going through, but it does not fall. And Smart with the rebound. Smart trying to drive inside to put up a shot as he's bumped on his way, but he gets it to fall. Make it 37-24. Now the Huskies work it back up. It's Ezekiel Austin with it. Gives it off to Reese. Reese, bounce pass to Hondel. Hondel, jump shot, and no good. Rebounded there by Oslin. Oslin done a pretty good job rebounding here tonight. He's got about 7 of them bad boys. Brady directing traffic. Looking for a screen. He gets it both ways, but he'll have to pass off to Oslin. Oslin trying to go inside to Dallas Fix. I don't know how Dallas Fix came down with that, but he did. He had to contort his body just to get that pass, and quickly down the court goes Garrett's. Gets it off to Austin on the near side, gets a screen, top of the key, driving inside, gives it off to Garrett's. Garrett's no-look pass after just touching the ball to Borgerding on the far side for Reese, and that's good. Yeah, there is nothing that you can do when you leave them that wide open, because this Albany team, I mean, it's not if they convert that three, it's they're going to. Gage Brady looking for a lane. He found it. I don't know if he meant to throw it off the backboard, but it went off the backboard anyways. And Fix got the rebound, but this time no good. And the rebound there by Borgerding. And he'll give it off now to Hondel. Now to Austin. Austin with it. Stops. Looks for someone to pass off to Reese on the far side for Garrett's. Garrett's driving in on Sampson, and that's going to be a foul. And Sampson going to be the guilty Mora Mustang. That'll be his first. Team's second here the second half. A couple substitutions. Ballmer and Higgerness check in for the Mustangs, and also checking in is Burnett for Reese for the Huskies. Austin will inbound to Garrett's, and Garrett's just stands at the top of the key, deciding whether he wants to drive inside. He doesn't. He'll back it out, and now trying to drive to the left, or to the right, excuse me, on the far side. I always think that the far side is the left side, but it is not the case. Quick passing here inside now to Beerbaum, and another quick whistle. And they've been consistent on those quick whistles, but I don't know if I agree with them so much. Second foul here for Gage Brady, third in the second half for the team. A lofting inbound to Hondel, now on the outside for Burnett. That's no good, and rebounded there by Maddox Balmer for the Mora Mustangs. 40-26 is the score. 13 minutes to go here in the second half. As James Oslin on the far side trying to drive inside, gives it back out to Gage Brady on the far side corner. That one is going to be poked out by Garrett's, and that's the right call there. Garrett's again does not agree with the call. I think that's a good call, though. Probably would have been a good call if they let it go as well, but they just called one, a foul just like that on Sampson on the other end, so you got to call it on this end too. Again, these refs tonight have been consistent, and I give them credit for that. Gage Brady will get the inbound pass. He stands at the M logo, and he'll work to the top of the key, gives it off on the near side to Hegerness. Hegerness looking to drive inside, gives it off now to Sampson. Sampson pauses for a moment. He drives inside. Probably could have pulled the trigger if he wanted on a shot, but instead will pass, and now it's to Hegerness on the near side. Hegerness loses it and gets away with a little bit of a pull on Burnett. Burnett going to take it all the way, and his shot is up, and no good. Rebounded there by Beerbaum, and he'll get it out now to Austin. Austin to Burnett. Burnett driving inside, trying to pass to someone. He does to Garrett's, and Garrett's will slow things down a bit, gives it off to Austin, who stands at the M logo. Now the far side pass to Burnett. Burnett. That ball is tipped and stolen away. We'll give it to Maddox Balmer on the steal. Gage Brady trying to use those quick feet as he passes to Sampson. The shot is no good. Going to be rebounded here by Hondel, and a dunk. Wow, Garrett with the emphatic dunk on the rebound from Hondel. I mean, he was just left alone. That's pretty cool to see. You don't often, especially around this area, see too many dunks like that, but an awesome dunk there as this one is no good from Brady, rebounded by Hondel once again. 11:35 to go, 42-26 is the score. That is Garrett is driving in, his shot is up and no good. Maddox Balmer with the rebound. Now to Gage Brady. Brady on the near side for James Oslin. Pausing, looking for someone to pass off to. He does to Sampson. Now to Brady on the far side elbow. He wants to go inside instead. Hegerness at the top of the key, gives it off to Sampson. Sampson wanted Balmer, but he was guarded well. Now gives it off to Oslin on the far side for Hegerness, trying to go inside to Balmer, and that ball is going to be tipped and goes out of bounds. Last touch by, yeah, that's a correct call. That was definitely last touched out of bounds by Albany, and they called it at first out on Mora, but it was definitely out on Albany as I watched. I don't remember who the defender was, but it was for sure off of a white jersey. Well, they correct the call there, and now Schwarzbauer will look to inbound to Max Sampson. He wanted the quick shot, but unable to get the quick shot as he drives inside, and he's fouled. That foul going to go against Reese. His first, team's third. Both teams now with 3 fouls here in the second half. 10:58 to go. Time quickly running out here in the second half for Mora. These halves have been quickly moving. We did get a buzzer, but Maddox Balmer's shot is going to call it, so kind of an ill-advised buzzer. And it's 42-28. Hondel trying to drive inside. He's double teamed. Caught away with a little bit of a travel, and he'll give it off to Reese. Reese on the near side, and that ball's going to be kicked by Max Sampson. He was trying to go inside to Ethan Borgerding, but that ball is kicked by Max Sampson. Dallas Fix will come in for Maddox Balmer, and checking out of the game as well as James Oslin, and coming in for him is Jonah Smart. Inbound here to Reese. Reese gives it off to Borgerding. Now to Hondel. Hondel to Burnett for 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Ball up for grabs, and Max Sampson will come down with the rebound, and he'll kind of leisurely take it up the court on a jog. Now on the near side, gives it to Jonah Smart. Smart has struggled from 3 here tonight and looking to pass off to Fix inside. Fix in some trouble. And he'll look to kiss it off the glass and in for 2. He will make it 42-30. The lead has been cut down to 12 now for Albany. Reese quickly changes directions, and now we'll get a timeout here called by Albany. Still a pretty decent-sized lead here for Albany, but they will call a timeout. They'll have 3 left here in this second half. It's 42-30. And the Mora Mustangs trying to get back into this one. They've trailed the entirety of this game, and the first half went by in the blink of an eye. This one going by just as quick. And the Mustangs are quickly losing time to get back into this one. It's not an insurmountable lead by any stretch of the imagination. It's just the halves are moving so quickly. Reese will look to inbound for Albany. He will bounce pass into Austin. That is stolen away by Max Sampson, and that could be the one that changes things. Sampson gives it off to Brady. Brady, quick twitch, tries to go inside. Instead, he gets it back out to Max Sampson. Sampson will give it off to Smart. Smart holds onto it, and that goes off of the back of the head of Reese. He's okay, thankfully. And that ball just had a little, not enough arc on it on the pass, and it hit him in the back of the head. He's okay. Again, he is okay. That's what we worry about with anything hitting the back of the head. That pass into Dallas Fix. He's getting through traffic, and that shot is up, no good. Fix comes down with the rebound. Borgerding going to get called for the foul. Dallas Fix. A test of wills there on who wanted it, and he wanted it more than Borgerding. Borgerding on the block gets called for the foul, and Dallas Fix will go to the line for 2. 4th team foul on Albany, the second on Borgerding, and Dallas Fix again at the line to shoot 2. 42-30 is the score in favor of Albany. Fix a little too much of nothing on that one, but he gets it to roll forward into the net. 42-31 now the score. A lot of arc on his shot, and it's up and no good. It looks like they crossed the line before it fell to the net, or to the rim, and it will, oh no, there's going to be a foul call, so they're going to get Schwarzbauer with the foul. It'll be his first, team's 4th of the second half. Albany will take it up the court now. It's Austin, Ezekiel Austin, who has it on the far side, gives it to Garretts, and Garretts the playmaker, and you leave him all alone. It's no good from Austin. Rebounded by Max Sampson. You can kind of tell Sampson's kind of taking things upon himself right now to really change the look of this game. He is starting to be a little bit more aggressive on the rebounds and the steals. Gets the pass to Jonah Smart. That pass for Max Sampson a little bit behind, but he gets it to the net. In! Plus the and one. 42-33 now, and Sampson with the and one opportunity. The 5th team foul on the Huskies and the 1st on Carter Voss. So a possible 3-point play opportunity here for Max Sampson, and as I mentioned, I think he's trying to kind of take over for his team and get the momentum and force it to their side to get something going. He did there with that steal, or the rebound, excuse me. And the 3-point play is good as he converts the free throw. It's 42-34 now with 9 minutes to go. 9 minutes to go. Garretts has it for the Huskies. He looks for a screen now. He'll pass it off to Reese. Reese goes inside for Borgerding. He backs it back out to Austin, to Garretts, and Garretts drives in. Shot is up. And good, as they're going to get a foul on Jonas Smart. It was close. I thought Smart got there. It's going to be the second foul on Jonas Smart, and again, I thought Smart kind of got there before Garretts did, but I do not agree, and that's okay. They're paid to be down there. I'm not. Garretts makes it a 3-point play to make it 45-34, so he'll up the lead back to double digits for the Huskies. Max Sampson will take the inbound, and he'll work it up the court. Works to the far side now. Gets it off to Jonas Smart. Smart thought about passing it inside. Stops on his dribble, wanted to get it inside, and then it's stolen away by Hondel. And that is the exact opposite of what Mora needed. The shot is up, no good by Reese, but he was fouled, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2 now. And this is not what you want to see if you're Mora. They're going to call Dallas Fix for the foul, his second team's 6th. If you're Mora right now, this is the exact opposite of what you're looking for, because you just gave Garrett's a 3-point play on the last time through, and now Reese looks good on the first. He is, and he'll look to put it together for 2. Reese has hit nothing but 3s here today, but now he's got a possibility for 2. He does not get the second, so he only gets 1. 46-34 is the score in the second half. Albany leading the Mustangs with 8:15 to go. Sampson passes on the far side to Jonah Smart. Smart has been trying to get that outside perimeter shot working. It has not fallen for him here tonight. Max Sampson spins around. He'll put up oh my goodness. I don't know how Sampson got that one to fall, but he just does. He's got magic. That's all I can say. Now it's Austin who will try and drive inside. That shot is up. I think he tried to get a foul call with that. It was a good acting job, I will admit, but shot is no good, and the rebound here by the Mustangs, and that shot is up and good from Gage Brady. Only 4 points so far in this game, but he cuts the lead down to 8 now for Albany. Pass to Reese. Reese looking for Garrett's. He's going to try and drive inside, instead just pulls up a short jumper, and that is good. I mean, Garrett's is just good. You can't leave him an inch of space because he's just going to do that, turn around, and like an eyedropper, drop it through the basket. 48-38 is the score, under 7.5 to go. Max Sampson trying to drive inside, and does a nice job to create that foul on Reese. And sometimes that's what you need to do as a team. If things aren't going your way and you know your offense is kind of struggling to get by the defense, create a foul. And that's what Sampson did there. 16 foul here for the Huskies, and this inbound goes to Fix. Shot is up and no good by Ozin. He gets his own rebound, puts it back up and in for 2. 48-40, and quickly go the Huskies. Up the court, Garrett has it on the far side. Now to Hondel. Hondel, he'll hand it off to Burnett. Burnett stops, gives it off to Hondel on the near side corner. Hondel give it off, top the key to Reese. Now to Garrett's. Watch out, Garrett's has that quick twitch, and if he gets that foot by it, he's gone. There he goes. And he's fouled. I mean, he does that little fake pass hesitation, then he goes. And that's, I mean, he's been doing that all night. It's kind of a giveaway. If you're Mora right now, that's kind of the give. That's kind of the telltale sign that he's going to take it and try and get that foot past it to take it to the basket. It's that little fake, not even a full fake pass. It's just that he kind of puts it away from his body, hesitates with his head, and he'll lean his head back, and then he takes off. And it's been, you can tell every time he does it. I'm not saying he's predictable at all, because he's definitely changed it up, and down there, because he moves so quickly, it's hard to notice it, but up here, just being able to watch it happen, it's kind of noticeable. 50-40 as Garrett converts both of those free throws. Gage Brady will take the inbound. He'll work up court, and he only finds a lane. He'll pull up from short. That shot is no good, and who else but Garrett's gets the rebound. 50-40, under 6.5 to go. Garrett's, and he'll pull up, and there's another. There's no stopping him. I mean, any and every shot that he takes is good. I mean, he has just got the range to shoot it from anywhere, and it's just such fluid motion, such one easy fluid motion. And he gets to fall. Jonah Smart looking to get his perimeter game going, and he finally does with that one. He gets it to fall to make it 52-43. Jonah Smart with his first beyond the arc shot. He gets to fall. Now under 6 minutes to go. Garrett's got Sampson to go by him, and I mean, it's not even a question anymore. It's just, you know, it's going to be going through. 54-43. You're going to have to, I think if you're more now, you're going to have to completely eliminate Garrett's. And that shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Fix. They'll put it back up and in for 2. And here we go, back and forth. We go here in this one, 54-45, 5.5 to go. Garrett's going to slow things down a little bit. He'll wait for the offense to set up. He'll get a screen. And he's going to work in. And he pulls up from the free throw line. Oh, and a rare miss. Garrett's with a rare miss there. I mean, it looked good, but just off the mark. That's very rare here. Oh, no travel call on Gage Brady. Very, 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 very lucky. Gage Brady didn't get called for the travel there. But either way, they get it to Dallas Fix, who puts it home for 2. And now it's a 54-47 game. Mora Mustangs trail by 7 here. Under 5 to go. And the Mustangs trying to complete the comeback here against these Albany Huskies. Huskies have led from the word go here, from the tip-off. And it's been nearly a double-digit lead for the entirety of this game so far. But Mora here in this second half has created some of their own momentum. And Max Sampson more or less has forced the momentum to go to the Mustangs' way. Try and help his team get something going. And they really just haven't had any momentum on their side, but they're just getting shots to fall when they need them. And if they're lucky, they make sure the ball doesn't land in the hands of Garrett's, because anytime he's been with the ball, it's been, well, shots up and good. But he missed a rare miss on that last shot, so maybe that'll get into his head a little bit, and he'll start to second-guess his shots. I highly doubt it with a player of his caliber, but you never know. Maybe it could. That's what the Mustangs are hoping for, at least. As now the Huskies will work it up the court. It's Austin, and now gets it to Burnett, who has it poked in the air, stolen away by Max Sampson. And Sampson will take it up the court here for the Mustangs with 4:45 to go. Sampson going to try and drive inside, and in fact, he'll push it back out to Jonas Smart. That's going to come up short. Oslin with the rebound. He'll give it off to Sampson. Sampson going to drive inside quickly, and his shot is up. No good. Oh, they get him for a travel. Reese will check into the game for Burnett. And I don't mean for the camera to be shaking, if you can notice it. We've got some fans up on the top where I'm at, and they are trying to get their crowd into it. Austin trying to drive inside, backs it out to Hondel. Hondel now trying to take it himself. And nice shot up and in for 2. 56-47. Nice spin move there by Gage Brady. Got the defender to go by. Makes it 56-49. As now Austin has it on the other side for the Huskies. Hondel will look to go inside to Borgerding. Back out to Hondel. A long 2 is up and no good. Rebound. Bounces through some hands and finally lands in the hands of Max Sampson. He gets the defender to fall. He'll work it up on the near side. Give it off to Jonas Smart. Smart trying to drive inside. Oh, I don't know about that one. They're going to get a quick whistle there on Garrett's, and I don't agree with that one. I didn't think Garrett's did enough there to warrant a foul, but they're going to say he did. It'll be the 7th team foul here on Albany, and it's 56-49, and Jonas Smart has a chance to make it a 5-point deficit. Shot is up and good. So on the 1-and-1 opportunity, he makes the first. It's a 6-point deficit now for the Mustangs and a chance to cut it down to 5. We're in for a fun finish, 3:40 to go. And that one's no good, and it's Garrett's who comes up with the rebound. Not really a surprise at who is going to come up with the plays here late in this one. Pass out to Hondel, now on the far side for Reese. Reese going inside to Borgerding, back out to Austin, and now to Hondel, and he traveled. Travel or double dribble, I don't know. Either way, it will go back to the Mora Mustangs. 3:27 to go, 56-50 is the score. 2-possession game. It's a 2 or 3 possession game, depending on how you look at it. 3s, it's a 2-possession. Via 2s, it's a 3-possession game. Gage Brady trying to drive inside, stops on a dime, gives it back out to Fix. Now to Jonas Smart. Jonas Smart looks to Max Sampson on the near side. 3:10 to go. Sampson a long 3, that's off the mark, no good. And yeah, over the back. Even though it's not an actual call, over the back isn't an actual foul, it is going to be a foul for a push. It's going to be Oslin with his first foul and the team's 8th, so it will send Albany to the line for a 1-and-1. Borgerding Going to be the Husky who will be at the line for the 1-and-1 opportunity. 3:08 to go. Shot is up, no good, and Dallas Fix will get the rebound here for the Mora Mustangs. Quickly up the court goes Gage Brady. Gage Brady, top of the key, backs it out. He's working on Austin. He stops looking for Sampson. He'll have to get it now to Jonas Smart. Smart drives. He wanted Sampson as well. He backs it out to Dallas Fix. Now to Sampson. They want Sampson to have that ball. He's their three-point shooter. Sampson trying to drive inside on the defender. Gives it out to Jonas Smart for three. That's in! Jonas Smart with a clutch three to make it 56-53. Here we go. 2:35 to go. Mora trails by 3. Huskies have it. It's Austin. Austin at the top of the key. He looks, gives it out to Garretts, and he's not the guy you want to have the ball in the hands of if you're Mora. Gets a screen. Now he's going to drive. There's the foot. He gets it past. Now he gives it off to Austin. Austin, there's no way he didn't travel, but they get a foul call before that. He did take one too many steps, but a foul call. Before that, he'll go to line for 1-and-1. That's the fourth foul on Gage Brady. They'll obviously keep him in, but they're going to have to be careful. You don't want him out because he's a pretty good three-point shooter as well. 2:18 to go, 56-53. The shot is up and good from Austin. Make it now a 3-possession game. 57-53. Ezekiel Austin makes it a 4-point lead. Now a 5-point lead as he makes both. 58-53. Still a 2 to 3 possession game. Sampson to Fix to Smart. Smart driving in. He thought about it. He'll put up a floater. No good. Those are the shots you're going to either have to make or give off to someone else. Hondel with the rebound. This is it to Austin. Now to Hondel. They're just going to make sure that Mora doesn't touch the ball again. 58-53. Albany is just going to try and dribble out a lot of clock here. Reese with it. And I don't think they're going to even try. Well, unless it's Garrett's. He'll work at top of the key. He'll go back inside to the near side. He gets a screen, and he's going to have to pass, and he will to Austin. Yeah, they're not gonna try and deliberately score, but Austin, when you're like that, you might as well. At an open shot, 60-53. Quickly to Oslin, and Oslin deep down the court is fouled by Borgerding. So Oslin will go to the line to shoot 2. Borgerding with his 3rd. And the team's 8th. We're going to get a timeout called here by Albany. So the Huskies call a timeout here. A 7-point game. It was down to only a 2-possession game here from Mora. 53-57 was the score. But Albany was able to come back and score on 2 free throws and then also on a Ezekiel Austin shot. And Austin, I don't think he was deliberately trying to drive in and score. It was just an opportunity to which he drove inside, had a defender fall off of him, and then he was just like, well, I'm here. Why not take the shot? And he's been good all night, and he delivered. 60-53 is the score. Pretty good defense here in this one, but also pretty fast pace. I'm so surprised at how fast this one is moving. 60-53 is the score here in this game. Kirk Graycheck and the Mora Mustangs trying to figure out something to turn the tide and take a lead late here and not give it back. Because if you're Mora right now, if you can get up 61, 60, 62, 60, and you can hold on to the ball, I think that would be good enough. 1:26 to go. You've got 7 points to score, so not going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination, especially with Garrett's on the other side for Albany, but there's still plenty of time left to do something. James Oslin, though, 2 big free throws here. Is it a 1-and-1 or is it 2? It's a 1-and-1. Dallas Fix. I don't know. Oh, how is that not a foul? Dallas Fix was definitely fouled, and they didn't call it. Oh, and Max Sampson got a little too hard into Reese. That should be the 10th team foul here for Mora, and Reese will go to the line to shoot 2. Max Sampson, his 2nd, team's 10th. And again, a key non-call underneath the basket. Dallas Fix got the rebound, I should say. But as he went up, there were 4 hands that got each of his arms, and it was not called. Reese will now try and make 2 pivotal free throws. Misses the first. Man, that could be huge. 1:16 to go. 3-possession game, and he gets that one to fall, so Reese will hit 1 of 2 to make it 61-53, an 8-point lead here for Albany late. Max Sampson directing traffic, stands at the top of the key. He'll drive to the far side, give it off to Jonah Smart. Smart at the top of the key, now gives it off to Sampson. Sampson again on the far side, trying to get around the defender. He'll work inside, and he'll work on the perimeter, and now we get a foul call. 9th team foul, and the 3rd for Ezekiel Austin. That's interesting. Schwarzbauer will check in for Gage Brady with 58 seconds to go. Max Sampson, a 1-and-1, and this is huge. Could make it from an 8 to a 6-point game. In and out. Rim unkind, and Honda will get the rebound, and that might do it. As now you have to foul and send Albany to the line. And that could be it. So Dallas Fix with his 3rd foul. Ezekiel Austin will shoot 2. First one, it rolls home. He got the kind roll. And that will pretty much not seal it yet, but when you get to 10 points here for Albany with the lead, if he makes this one, that's pretty much sealed it. 63-53. I'm not saying it's impossible, but with the way Albany has been playing on offense and defense, it's going to be tough. And that time Garrett's got a little too in to the body of Brady, and that's a foul. That will be Garrett's 4th, team's 10th, and Brady at the line to shoot 2. 47 seconds to go, but even if they make this, Mora's going to have to foul right away and send somebody to the line, and Albany's been pretty good from the line here tonight. Brady's shot is no good, and that will not help. That'll make it tough. 47 seconds to go. It's not over. Not over. We've seen some crazy things happen, but Albany has done a good job of just keeping that lead far enough out in front of Mora. Brady will make the 2nd. Make it 63-54. And Mora will have to foul quickly, and they will. It'll be Sampson who will get the foul. Oh, what? Call Jonah Smart for it. That's going to be his 3rd, so not on Sampson. 45 seconds to go, 63-54, and at the line to shoot 2 is Austin. Ezekiel Austin makes the 1st. And this will be tough to overcome for Mora. Not impossible, still a chance, but it will be tough. And no good on the 2nd, so that's huge there for Mora. Rebounded by Oslin. The 3-point shot is no good. Rebounded here by Austin. And then the foul call, now I believe that'll be on Sampson. It will be. And now the Albany Huskies will go down the other way to shoot 2. It's again Ezekiel Austin. 64-54, 10-point lead for the Huskies with 34 seconds to go. Makes the 1st. 65-54 is the score with 34 seconds to go in the game. The shot is up and rattles home for Austin, and that makes it 66-54. Brady's just going to pull up from near half court. It's no good. Oslin there for the rebound. Back out to Brady for 3. It's, no good. The rim unkind, and it looks like this will be it. Sampson said, hey, I fouled him. And not to be. So this will be it. Albany will just dribble out the rest of the clock. Honda will have it with 10 seconds to go, and that will be it. So Albany going to come away with the victory here in this one over Mora, 66-54. It was a fun second half to watch. But for Mora, they do fall for the first time this season to the Albany Huskies. A great Granite Ridge Conference loss here for Mora. And I tell you what, when these two teams meet again in Albany, that will be a really fun one as well. We'll take a commercial break. We'll recap this game when we come back. We'll also let you know what's coming up for KBK and WCMP. Of course, you're listening to boys basketball here on Nice 95.5 FM, KBEK.
No appointment? No problem. Injuries and feeling ill don't always happen during normal business hours. That's why Wellia Health has urgency services open 7 days a week. Urgency Services in Pine City offers the care you need when you need it. Hours are now 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week. No need to call or make an appointment. Just stop in. When tomorrow isn't soon enough and normal business hours just won't do, you can count on Wellia Health to be there for you. Live life well at Wellia Health.
Since 1967, Schmidt Construction, general contractor in Hinckley, has been where to go for all your building projects. Let Gerald Schmidt help you with designing, remodeling, or any new construction. Schmidt Construction specializes in residential home building, agricultural, industrial, and commercial buildings. With expert advice on all of your building projects and ideas, when you hire a contractor to take care of your building needs, you can't do better than Schmidt Construction, general contractor in Hinckley. 320-384-7901.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Most Americans do not have a proper will or estate plan in place. Many of you listening have been putting off that important task for a long time. Stop waiting and contact Spear & Swanson today. Spear & Swanson can help you put together a tight legal estate plan to make sure the assets you've been working so hard to obtain get passed on to your loved ones in the way that best fits you. Spear & Swanson, attorneys at law in Pine City. Call 320-629-7586. That's 320-629-7586.
It's time to start pushing snow. Sorry, just the messenger. Thankfully, Minnesota Equipment in Ice Santee has affordable machines to do the heavy lifting. Any size property. Toro and Aaron's walk behind snow blowers. Oh, you got land, huh? How about John Deere lawn and garden tractors? Or a compact utility tractor? Minnesota Equipment has them in stock. Snow removal doesn't have to be backbreaking. Not if you get into Minnesota Equipment. Highway 65 in Ice Santee. Or visit minnesotaequipment.com.
Hey, I'm Chad Greenway. When I was playing, I loved chasing down running backs. But you shouldn't have to chase your bank around when you're buying a home. Franzen Bank and Trust Mortgage Consultants will be with you stride for stride, like a linebacker on a running back, from pre-approval to closing and beyond. Let Franzen Bank guide you through the mortgage process. Learn more at franzenbank.com/get there. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back here on 95.5 FM KBEK Game Day. Gilman bring you the game here in Mora where the Mustangs fall to the Albany Huskies 66-54. Leading the way for the Albany Huskies was, well, no surprise, Tyson Garrett with 24 points, followed by Ezekiel Austin with 18. He had a big second half, actually. He scored all but 12 of his points here in the second half. And then Tanner Reese had 11. And then it was Sam Hondel and Ethan Borgerding with 4, 3 for Carter Voss, and 2 for Mason Beerbaum. They had 3 steals only here in the second half for 8, and 10 fouls in the second half to make it 16 total. On the other side for the Mora Mustangs, it was Dallas Fix who led the team with 14 points, 11 for Max Sampson, followed by Jonah Smart, who added 9, 7 for Gage Brady. James Oslin, he added 6 more, and Maddox Ballmer scored 4, and Cole Schorsbauer scored 3 more. 11 rebounds for James Oslin and 7 for Dallas Fix. They had 3 steals here in the second half, 6 total in the game. They had 13 fouls in the second half for 18 total. Of course, all of these stats are super unofficial. I do my best just to try and keep up with the game and write some stats down, so don't take these stats for what I say. Take them with a grain of salt because officially they could be a little bit different, but according to what I could keep track of, that is how it looks for the Mora Mustangs. So the Mustangs do fall here for the first time this season. They move to 3-1. Huskies move to 3-0. Mora will fall to 0-1 in the conference, and Huskies will move to 1-0 in the Granite Ridge Conference. So, again, it's not just because the Mora Mustangs lost here does not mean that the conference is going to be out of reach. That is by far not the case here for the Mora Mustangs. That just means that, hey, when these two teams play once again later on in the season, it's just going to mean more for Mora if they beat them. So, and again, last year Mora did beat Albany in Albany, so it should be interesting to see how this game later on in the season works out. But for Albany, they do get the victory here inside Mora High School, 66-54 over the Mustangs. Now again, the Mora Mustangs are scheduled to play at Chisago Lakes, and it looks like they've changed the time from 7 p.m. to 6 p.m., trying to get away from the wind, but I don't know if that's going to happen. They've changed the time to try and account for that blizzard-like conditions. I just don't know if any games are going to happen on Thursday. Of course, you can stay up to date at kbek.com and our Facebook. We'll keep you up to date on if any of the games have been canceled and or rescheduled or postponed. Stay tuned. Again, Facebook, probably the best spot to keep up to date with it, because for breaking news or kind of just the quick updates, our Facebook page is the best spot to go for that quick update, such as postponements or cancellations or rescheduled. So stay tuned to our Facebook page at KBK and also WCMP Radio for your updates on postponements and reschedules for games. Of course, we do have some games coming up Thursday. Mora is supposed to be traveling to Chisago Lakes. I doubt that's going to happen. We'll wait and see. We'll stay somewhat optimistic, but I'd say there's a 90% chance that doesn't happen. But if they do play on Thursday, or if they don't, their next game would be next week on Wednesday as they travel up to the Pequot Lakes Holiday Tournament. They'll play on Wednesday against War Road, and then it'll depend on if they win or lose who they would play on Thursday. So they'll be at the Pequot Lakes Tournament next Wednesday and Thursday. Of course, most, if not all, of our local teams will be playing in some sort of holiday tournament next week, whether it's Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday, or Wednesday, Thursday, or no matter what it is, we've got a bunch of our local teams playing in holiday tournaments next week. So that's what's coming up for Mora. Again, supposed to play on Thursday in Chisago Lakes. We'll keep you up to date on if that's happening. And then after that, they'll play next Wednesday and Thursday up in the Pequot Lakes Holiday Christmas Tournament. For us at kbek.com and or WCMP Radio, whichever one you listen to, we do have more coming up here this week, or we're supposed to. Again, Thursday is going to be pending largely upon what the weather really decides to do. But for Thursday, it looks like we're going to have some hockey action. Pine City will take on Cloquet Esco Carleton in a girls hockey matchup. Pine City area, that's a co-op of the Mora, Pine City, and Rush City teams. They all combine to make the Pine City Area Dragons. That'll be on 106.5 FM on Thursday. And then Bram will take on Cromwell in a girls and boys doubleheader that night on Thursday. Adam Hefty is supposed to be on the call. Again, this is all going to depend on what the weather decides to do. So stay tuned to KBK, WCMP for your updates on those and to find out if those games are postponed, rescheduled, or going to stay happening. We'll find out. I can say that for me, I would be okay with driving and going to these places to call games, but that's not what we're worried about. We're worried about the students. We're worried about the bus drivers having to make it there and back. And with the winds gusting up to 35 miles an hour, and if this was the snow we had last week, it probably wouldn't be a problem for Thursday. We would probably 100% be happening. But because it is such light and fluffy snow, it's going to be picked up so easily with 35-plus mile an hour winds. So that's where the worry comes in, is because it's so light and fluffy, it's so easily picked up that they're probably going to have to reschedule some of these because of that wind just going to blow the snow everywhere. And they're saying it could be whiteout conditions, they say it could make travel impossible. But, of course, it's not impossible if you try. I mean, nothing's impossible if you try, that's for certain. But we will keep you up to date, so stay tuned to the morning show on Nice 95.5 with Rockin' Robin Riley at 7:30 and 8:30, as well as on the morning show on 100.9 FM with Joshua Miron at 7:45 and 8:45 for your local sports updates. We'll recap this game along with other local sports from our local listening area, so stay tuned to both of those morning shows for your local sports updates, again, from tonight's game and also other games in our local listening area. I want to thank all of you who tuned in here tonight. If you aren't listening or watching, we don't have a reason to come out here and broadcast these games. So thanks so much for tuning in, whether you're watching on our YouTube page via our website. If you were, make sure to like and subscribe, because if you subscribe, you'll get notified every time we call a local game that comes live on our YouTube page. Or if you were listening on the radio, thanks so much for listening, whether you were listening at home or on the road. If you're on the road, please drive home safely. And if you're at home, thank goodness. I'm glad that you are at home. But again, I pray that you make it home safely if you're on the road here this evening. I want to thank all of our fine sponsors who sponsored this broadcast. Thanks so much for them. If they don't sponsor this broadcast, then we aren't able to come out here and call any of these games. So thanks so much to all of our fine sponsors who sponsored tonight's broadcast. Again, the final here inside Mora High School, the Mustangs 54, the Albany Huskies 66. Again, stay tuned to the morning shows for your local sports updates. And, of course, thank you all for tuning in. Thanks to all the fine sponsors. Remember to be kind to everybody. You never know what someone is going through, and your kindness could truly make their day. The final, once again, the Albany Huskies 66, the Mora Mustangs 54. For Nights 95.5 KBEK, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Please have a great and safe rest of your night.